What is up, everybody? Lines on Paper here, and I am doing this video this morning because we are getting our first bit of post Hellfire Gala X-Men news. Before we get too far into that, my comic book Malevolent Rising issue number 4, currently funding on Indiegogo. Please go ahead and check that out. Right now we have a metallic variant cover that is really cool. I hope you guys check it out. Now back to the X-Men. So X-Men teases Trial of Magneto could tear Krakoa apart. So this is the only bit of information we got, was that header and then this image. And this image teases begins August 2021. Promotional art by John Romita Jr. Kind of a side note here, this is John Romita Jr. or JRJR as I call him. His return to Marvel. He had been a Marvel exclusive for decades, and then he kind of shocked the world by moving to DC a number of years ago, and I guess that time in his career has come to an end, and now he is back at Marvel. I've always preferred him at Marvel. I think he's probably just because he was there for so long, he's kind of a staple of Marvel Comics, and while I did appreciate his stuff he was doing at DC, it just didn't seem right to me. He's so iconic in my mind with Punisher, Spider-Man, and Daredevil, and he even drew the X-Men for a number of years. So it's good to see him back in Marvel. I think, I don't know, the world just seems a bit more on the right track when he's there. I don't know. That's just my opinion, and I digress. So let's talk about this event. So Trial of Magneto, they give us no story details of what this is, or if this is something that's going to come out of the Hellfire Gala, if this is something that's going to be a completely separate event. Just we have this image and then that byline that it threatens to tear Krakoa apart. So we find ourselves now in speculation mode. Who is putting Magneto on trial? What is he on trial for? Did he violate the laws of Krakoa and kill a human similar to Sabretooth, and now he's going to be put on trial and risk being sucked into the ground just like they did to Sabretooth? Or is this the outside world, humanity, putting Magneto on trial for all of his years and years of crimes against the human race? So yeah, there's a lot of questions, and this is the kind of advertising for comics I really like, because it doesn't give us story details, it doesn't give us anything other than just this image and this title, and we get to kind of, you know, create our own expectations or theories as to what that is. Now, I do notice the costume is not what I've seen him wear before that I can remember. It's kind of reminiscent to this costume he was wearing almost directly before the this new kind of House of X, Powers of X soft reboot of the X-Men happened, where it's kind of his reverse of his white costume. So alternate timeline, maybe? I don't know. I hope not. I hope this is something that's happening in continuity, because I think whether or not Magneto needs to be offered up to the rest of the world to answer for his crimes, if he's going to try to, you know, if the mutants are going to try to be legitimate and part of the world stage, is kind of an interesting storyline, you know. And that's the kind of stuff I was hoping would come out of this whole Krakoan mess, was, you know, this kind of thing. If the X-Men are going to be taken seriously as their own nation, they can't harbor a several decades long war criminal in their borders and expect nations not to throw a fit about it. So maybe this is something that comes out of the Hellfire Gala, and I've been having some speculation on the Hellfire Gala. You know my thoughts on it. I think the advertising leading up to it has been silly, but is it setting up expectations to be subverted? You know, maybe it's going to be a 14-issue long fashion show, which is kind of what they're talking about. Or, you know, maybe they're going to start the book out with everyone showing up at this Hellfire Gala, and with all the mutants in one place, they decide to launch a barrage of Sentinels. Who knows? And the whole thing turns into a big battle book. But we have the gala to look forward to. That is the news of the day. But then after that, we have the Trial of Magneto, which to me is a lot more of an exciting and thought-provoking storyline than the X-Men Go to the Prom. So, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for the Trial of Magneto, and what do you think that headline means? Is he going to be put on trial by the Quiet Council, or is he going out into the world to be tried in the world of humans for his many, many, many crimes he's committed over the decades? Are you happy to see John Romita Jr. back in the MCU, or not MCU, but Marvel Comics universe? MCU is now Marvel Cinematic Universe. I've just aged myself in that. Are you happy to see him back drawing Marvel's characters? Did you like his DC work at all? You do hope it doesn't even say he's actually the artist of this X-Men book, just that he's did the promotional art. I kind of do hope he's the artist of this book. He drew X-Men for a long time, and I kind of liked his X-Men run. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this, and also while you're down there, hit like, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the channel, and help this channel and this community grow. It's really important to me. I love putting these videos out for you guys, and I hope to be doing hope we do them for a while and more of them. So that's all I've got. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.